Welcome back, Placebo here. I know we missed the last couple uploads from like a week or so, but that's because I was getting ready to this whole entire showcase that I'm really pumped about, and obviously getting ready all this technology to do this, which is not as hard when you finally get into it, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. If it's not clear from the title, the game we're covering is Rise of the Ronin for PS5. I've heard a lot of bad things on social media, but then I've heard a lot of good things from personal friends, so I really wanted to try it. And once I did, I was very happy with how it turned out, because this game is so underrated for how it is. And it's definitely on a scale of people hate it or people love it, but at the same time, all the hate stuff I just don't understand. And you'll see as we go on into this showcase. So to start off, Rise of the Ronin is a very recent game released on March 22nd, 2024. This game was developed by publisher Koei-Tecmo's Team Ninja. Team Ninja is a development team that has been very divisive over the years. Although I love a majority of their games, a majority of people are either like love or hate with a lot of their games. And it's like game by game basis. That's how divisive the stuff they develop are. Early on, they made the Dead or Alive series, and they made the 2004 Ninja Gaiden series, which is like the 3D one, not the really old 2D one, when they were working like just at Tecmo. That's how early it was. There wasn't even the merger yet. Both the Dead or Alive and the Ninja Gaiden series were both very notable because Dead or Alive had a lot of sexualization, and Ninja Gaiden had incredible difficulty, especially the original when they released like Ninja Gaiden Black and all that stuff, and people just could not beat it, and extreme excessive violence. In 2009 is when they merged with Koei, and then after making Koei-Tecmo, they merged with Nintendo to make some games and like Metroid Other M in 2010, and Dead or Alive had a Dimensions game for the 3DS in 2011. They also had some non-Nintendo games, which in 2012 they had Ninja Gaiden 3, and they also had another Dead or Alive for 5, which was one of their best installments. Although 5 was one of their best installments, all 4 of these games I mentioned were so far on the love or hate scale that it felt like a war to choose love or dislike. Heck, I heard all the way from my middle to high school, and if you look up the reviews now, people rip on Metroid Other M. It is ridiculous. To be fair, although Ninja Gaiden 3 isn't so bad, personally I hate it. I despise it. Ninja Gaiden 3 can go in the trash bin. For somebody who's such a fan of 1 and 2 and the Sigma games, I have tried playing 3. I've tried playing 3 Razor's Edge. It's so bad. I know a lot of people like it nowadays, but I've tried playing it nowadays. I've tried playing it as an adult, and it's bad. It's bad. My opinion will never change. Moving on. After a restructuring in 2013 and 2016, Team Ninja was moved around a lot, a ton of developers were added, and they made more extremely love or hate games, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which personally I've never played, but I've heard it's been big on that scale. It's I thought it looked kind of decent, but I think it's the change of game mechanics. Okay, moving on. Or the further Dead or Alive games, which 6 final round for 5 was pretty bad, which is like a later edition, and I get that they have a lot of like in-game buy characters. But even though they did follow their normal pattern for making divisive games, they still made amazing hits after the merger. Like 2017's Fire Emblem Warriors, which was co-developed by Omega Force, which makes like the Dynasty Warriors games. 2017 and the 2020 Neo games, which, oh gosh, personal love of mine. If you like Dark Souls and you like yokai, play Neo. In 2023's explosive Wulong Dynasty, I know a lot of people like that game, and it's even still talked about to this day. Like, it has become Asura's Wrath legendary. However, their last game so far is the one you probably would have guessed with how recent it is. It's Rise of the Ronin, the one we're talking about. And this game pretty much followed their pattern with it being talked about as being bad, but it has a cult following, therefore either being a love cult, hate majority of people. But when I really looked into it, this was very different. This didn't really follow the pattern that I was used to seeing. All the poor reviews on every website more popped up with some legitimate complaints, but a lot of them were highly based on dull story, generic gameplay, performance issues on certain consoles like, I guess, PS5s that just weren't up to snuff, and fight mechanics being incredibly difficult. These may sound like legitimate turning away from game stuff, but this happens in every game. All four of that, especially generic gameplay and dull story. I experienced that with Razor's Edge. Yet a lot of people like it, but I've also experienced that with a lot of other games, and it didn't turn me away from them. It all depends on how it's handled. All of these are handled pretty normally for this game. However, hearing those complaints initially turned me away from it, which is the sad thing. I should have never been turned away from it, and I'm very glad I got into it before it turned a year old. It's worth it. The advertising wasn't perfect, however. It didn't really help its case with how exaggerated and excessive they were about, oh, this is life changing, oh, this is amazing. But that's just the marketing team. They're really supposed to do that. But at the same time, they basically did the cyberpunk. What was it, cyberpunk? They did like the space game. That's the one I'm thinking of, where they made promises they really didn't fulfill. The four main things they advertised was exploration, deep combat, shaping your own story, and factions. With exploration, it's exaggerated because they make this whole big deal about exploring the world, but there's only about three of them, and each of them only have a couple towns in them, if more than one. Although, I gotta give it props, because each of them cover more and more of the continent. Each of them have a ton of things to do, including collectibles and little groups of enemies to defeat, and everything in them allows you to gain favor with that area, that specific map area, and the more and more favor you gain, the more EXP you get, the more abilities you get. It's kind of great. The combat is very much like the Neo format, where you have multiple melee, ranged weapons, combat styles, all that kind of stuff, but the variety is definitely a lot more. All the combat styles aren't just four or specific ways of doing things. You can equip 3 styles at a time with multiple different moves. However, every weapon has like a giant grid of styles to use. Additionally, depending on the weapon and the style, you can have advantages or disadvantages over certain enemies which appear next to their health bar. This is incredible with helping you with fights. However, you even with the disadvantage, you could just go hog wild and use whatever strategies you want. This isn't even considering the armor and accessory buffs, the grappling hook combos, which, oh my god, the grappling hook, I'll get into in a sec, and the side gun tactics you can focus on to later on in the game, which a side gun is like a little mini pistol you can have during your combos. The shaping of your story and the factions more or less go together, as they're essentially earning bonds with certain people through choosing specific dialogue, giving gifts, and choosing whether to spare people or not. Although the factions more involve aligning yourself with a specific leader over a large group, but that's a good ways into the game. With these two, they aren't really exaggerated, as the ads are just more dramatizing them, and I would consider that different than exaggerating, because there's not really anything lacking based on what the advertisement says. Although they are dramatized, it's interesting nonetheless because each of these factions and all of the bonds, they all provide you with different buffs and new abilities, and there is a lot. There is a lot of bonds. It's like the weapon skills. There is lists of stuff. The variety in this game is insane. It shows how much work they put into it, despite how much people complain about it. If it's not obvious, so far, I don't regret my purchase whatsoever. If I had to say what it compares to, I'd say it feels like a cross between Ghost of Tsushima's like open world traversal and Neo's mechanics with fighting, which makes sense because it was same team from Neo, but it feels more free and energetic than a normal Souls game. Heck, I mean, with the grappling hook attacks, which is a whole thing where you sling it and then you can just grab enemies, yank them towards you, you can jump and sling it, and then do like a quick attack. But with that, you also have a glider for traversal, which you can get on top of buildings and sling it up with your grappling hook that I just mentioned and go flying with the glider. I'm not saying it was all butterflies and rainbows. There were small usual gripes that I have with any game, which is a lot of what the showcase is going to be. Some examples are some horrible, horrible precise counter mechanics, which it's like a counter in a game, as you know, there's usually a window of time you have to hit a button. And this, it's not just right before it hits you, it's right before it hits you. Like the 1 inch punch is when you're supposed to do it. And the timing is weird because of all the flashiness, and it really it's off-putting to me. And the tutorial was also off-putting because of how limiting it was. It made you fight alone, and then the first mission it makes you fight with co-op. It's kind of all over the place with its presentation. And the first mission, you will see this in the showcase if you watch it, but I was deceived. They pretended to take away certain mechanics when it would lead into the full world. So you'd be like, oh, your gameplay is going to actually change completely. And then it threw me back to the mechanics from the first mission. And it just, I should have expected it, but it was so jarring. I don't know. It just felt different than most games do it. But none of these gripes, nor the other ones I have, will stop me from loving this game, because these are all just stupid little things I can laugh off, with the entire game actually being really, really good. And this actually aligns to the reviews I researched for this, because the reviews I read that were good kind of aligned with like just small little gripes, but you still love it. And all the reviews I read were bad, were just kind of childish and complaining and be like, oh, I spent so much money on this, but then it didn't live up to something like Ghost of Tsushima. Like they were focusing just on the comparisons and such. I think one of the worst things about this game is that the pre-order bonuses that include Ninja Gaiden and Neo weapons and styles are not available for purchase, which is ridiculous. Pre-order bonuses, even especially coming up on their 1 year anniversary, should be able to be purchased. And they're still advertised on their like PS5 official page. In my opinion, certain things that basically have game cameos in them, especially having Ninja Gaiden armor, would really influence your fans to wanting to come to this game, even if it's just for that. And then they're like, oh, well, I just want to play around with this. Some people, I know one thing that lured me into doing Breath of the Wild was there was a Majora's Mask outfit you could do. And even though it was kind of crummy, my whole goal was like, I need to find it. Funny story, after I got my pre-owned copy of Rise of the Ronin, I noticed there was the pre-order bonus code still in there. I thought, hey, even though it's pre-owned and this guy most likely tried this one-time code and it's not going to work for me, let's just punch it in just for fun. And it worked. I'm not even joking or bragging or anything, because it blows my mind. Either this guy bought the game, tried it for 2 seconds, didn't like it, returned it, and just never used the code, or he just got it from I don't know what happened, to be honest. It was just awesome. I got the pre-order stuff, and it makes me even more distressed that people newly coming into it can't try this pre-order stuff because I got to it and they're so awesome. And I actually put it in the end of the showcase. There's a chapter for it, whether you want to skip to it or it's there. But this wasn't a make or break for the game, of course. It was extremely amazing to experience, but I still love it for what it is. I know I'm still green to the game, and based on what I've heard personally and what I've read, I doubt there will be just a couple bad times, but I don't think it's anything that could really make me push it down from a rank of 8 out of 10. That's my ranking. And the only reason I even took off those points was for the DLC complaint and the precise countering complaint, because the precise countering drove me mad. One of the things that actually pushed it up a point was that there's a collectible in the game that I can't get over. I will look for every single one of them. Don't worry, at this time code, we get to that collectible. I don't leave you guys out of it. It's so good. Now, with all of that covered, here's the first time I even ever opened the game.
Alright, let's get started with this game. I have never booted it up before, so I have no idea what we're in for. I mean, like, obviously I've already prefaced the video, and this is just the gameplay segment, but beyond research, I don't really know much about it. I've been told it's been quite entertaining. Happy New Year, by the way! It is officially 2025. I have been very busy, which is why I haven't been uploading. I missed the last couple uploads. Team Ninja. That always reminds me of the ninja guy in like Ryu Hayabusa and stuff. Ah, just screen brightness. Okay, let's do all the technical junk. All right, let's get into this. Ooh. I remember when this game was first announced, I was very tempted to get it. It was either between this and Sparking Zero, I think, and I think I was going to be like, oh, I'll get the collector's edition of this if it has, like, physical stuff, and then the Sparking Zero. But Sparking Zero had, like, a whole statue, and plus I love Dragon Ball, and that was, like, a whole thing. So, of course, this is why I went for Sparking Zero. But, I remember beating the two Neo games, which is, like, also samurai games. Really got me thinking about this. But then I heard all the poor stuff once it came out, and I'm like, you know what? Let's hold off. And not potentially waste my money. I do love the concept of this. How right now it's going through like every part of feudal Japan, from samurai to the wealthy people that suck to the Europeans. Because the whole point, I mean, I've already covered all the whole point and all that stuff. That's the whole point of this being a showcase. Is like, yeah, the factions and I'm just so excited. Press any button. Yeah, and if you don't know, Koei-Tecmo, they made the Neo games and such, so that's why if the samurai feels familiar, like the Dark Souls kind of thing, or even just the atmosphere like from this screen, that's pretty much what it might remind you of if you've played Neo or Neo 2. Okay, Dusk, enjoy the action, story, confident in their skills. So you have already there's some off-put. So you have ones who want to enjoy the story, who want to enjoy the action. So you less enjoy the story. That's what it's telling me. It's like for those who are confident in their skills. So that's gonna be hard mode. I get it's just easy, medium, hard, but the way they phrase it, I don't know. I guess it just rubs me the wrong way because when you, and I'm already starting off with heavy criticism. There's a fictional story that takes inspiration from the time of expansion Japanese history. Throughout their gaming journey, players went, okay, way too quick. At least let me have like a press prompt. That was a lot to read.
3 centuries ago, Japan was unified under the Tokugawa shogunate.
I forgot what I was saying before. I immediately forgot.
The island nation prospered.
I forgot the sounds of my phone.
Yet despite its apparent tranquility, conflict brewed beneath the surface. Feudal lords known as daimyo were kept under strict surveillance. In public, they were loyal. But the coals of discontent were slowly being fanned towards conflagration.
And if you like Japanese politics, look up Shogun. They did a great TV show adaptation of the book. And if you didn't know, the story Shogun's kind of based off of with William and such, that's also in Neo, the European. There's definitely a difference in feel just for cinematics between this type of game, samurai game, and something like Ghost of Tsushima. Which is why the next Ghost of Tsushima, the second game coming out, is going to be so... That's something I'm so excited for. I'd play a Neo 3. But I probably wouldn't, like, do a pre-order and stuff for it. The Blade Twins. Siak. That granny can slash.
Together, unstoppable.
I'm assuming we're one of the Blade twins, and we got separated or something like that. Oh no. Oh yeah, I was speaking before. I forgot to finish my thought. I just remembered. Yeah, it's 2025. I've been very busy, so I haven't been able to upload. So that's been a huge problem, and that's why I wanted to make this upload special, because one, we're in 2025, and two, I mean, like, why not? Why not? I missed a couple uploads. Let's make it really fun and meaningful, and try something out that we haven't. I've had on the back burner for a while. Plus, this is one that a lot of people aren't. What? No, I don't want to. Okay, just making this a little complicated. No. My angle, my elbow to knee angle, very, very important. This is a game that a lot of people still don't think about. Like, if you ask, I have asked several people about this game that have thought about it, like, looked at this before. Oh, just straight up take off his, I can go monk. But basically other people that play samurai games and Japanese culture games as well. And, oh my. And they still haven't even touched this. Like, this is just not even on their agenda. It's like Suicide Squad for me. I probably, if this wasn't a sale thing that GameStop was doing at the moment, I probably would never have paid for this. It's that kind of thing. And Suicide Squad actually is going to be free next month in this month in January, later on for PS Plus. So I'm actually excited to try it out finally, because that's not a game I would play for. It reminds me of Gotham Knights. As much as I like Gotham Knights, I would have chosen not to pay for it. There are certain options, but it's just like, I don't know what I'm looking for. I guess I'm just kind of going through the motions. I should have checked out facial. I don't know why I skipped over that. Let's go. Ooh, let's go wispy. Beer jaw? Yes, please. Oh, there we got goatee. Oh, we got some mutton chops. Let's go. Mutton chop. I'm gonna drink some beer. Get it all foamy in there. Drip it down. Oh, yeah. My body. Ah. That's the shot we were looking for before. Let's get super tall. And that's not really great for sword swinging. Head size, though. Oh, why can I customize my head size? Wait, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave all this alone. It feels body hair. Oh, body hair. Yeah, let's go body hair. Let's get some ruggedness in there. It just feels not over the top. Like, somewhere in between the over the top Dark Souls kind ofness and not over the top, if that makes sense. Like, somewhere in the middle, and that's more concerning. Like, why is this straight up on the middle of your stomach? Can I move it? Why is it just there? Why is it just in the middle of your stomach? Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah. It's right here. Body markings 1. This is what's interesting, though. I always love when they do stuff like this, where is it? Where one of the tattoos can be like Koei cards. This is, or Hanafuda cards. Sorry, I usually played Koei with it, but this is the sun, the afternoon, the sun, whatever card, sun card. It's been a while since I played anything with Hanafuda. I'm gonna just make my character for a sec. Okay, interesting enough. You make a female and a male no matter what. When I would hit select, it made me choose both. So I don't know if there's specific reasons for that, but I would imagine so. Like, you actually have to be a male or a female at some point. Okay, setting my veiled edges. As a swordsmith polishes a blade, so does a bladesmith sharpen the veiled edges in their charge. Who's a blood sharpening origin? What? So the weapons where they excel? So I have two classes, essentially, I'm guessing, with the two different ones. Or each of them have the same class, which is a little bit odd. Okay. It also focuses on the weapons, which would be what I would more focus on. Because I want something that's focused. Beginner and unsharpened's like, I'm assuming you want to start from bare bones. You might be experienced with this. It might be a hard mode thing. Might be just a luck thing. Beginner is just like you don't really know what to choose. And then, but if you know anything about how these systems work and what you attain for, you're just going to choose between these four based on the weapons. And knowing me in a game like this, I think I would more... Oh, that's actually a little tough. Because this one says adept in handling firearms. I just noticed this. But then this has the firearms as part of their recommended weapons using ninjutsu. This is a samurai game and a ninjutsu game. So that's why I want to choose somebody who's faster, better with ninjutsu. So let's go with dexterity. Dexterity is a huge thing when dealing with ninjas, when dealing with, I guess, even samurai. Just in general, dexterity, handling stamina, handling how fast you move, how your agility. It's huge when thinking about these games. It is one of the biggest things. Okay, so the woman is not your alternate character. She is technically your alternate character, but she sticks with you. That's the jam. Okay. I could deal with that. I could do that. So I have to choose one of them. I honestly thought I could choose. Okay, yeah. I'm going to choose the guy just because. Just so we can get forward with it. I knew it. I knew Blade Twin. I called that. So she's my Blade Twin. Okay, interesting. I don't know. I think it's interesting that I have a Blade Twin and such, but I'm a little disappointed I can't choose a class for each of them. So I can change... Return. So I can change between each one. Like if I want to go from dexterity to power. And that was a huge thing with Ghost of Tsushima. Switching to a strong form or a quick form. Is it like a form change? That, I mean, that was even huge in Neo. So I assume that might be big in this. So we have our both failed edge. We have the Bladesmith. That was a huge thing. This is a huge thing when it comes to these games from whatever company I said it was, Koei-Tecmo. If you play any of the Neo games, they usually act like majority of the samurai games where they overload you with story. But it's not even like, what's the other one we've been playing? Trek to Yomi? It's not even like that with that much story. It's literally this. You have the clans, talks about the shogunate. There's so much information. And the amount of information that's thrown at you in all of these games, Neo, even the Ninja Gaiden games, honestly, I feel like Ghost of Tsushima just does it more tastefully. And I'm not trying to make this a video where I just kind of rip on this in favor of Ghost of Tsushima since I love it so freaking much. I'm just trying to say it's the best comparison because that's my ideal. I wanted to look at all my actual equipment, but he wouldn't let me because I mentioned it before, but it's kind of crazy that I was able to get this pre-order bonus because since this was a used copy, I guess the person just didn't like it and decided, hey, I don't care about the pre-order bonus. Somebody else can have it because I didn't even like the game. It is good to try out the game first before you go buying DLC or whatever, but if you have the DLC and you think at some point you will play more of this game, then he could have just bought it to resell it. That could have been it. Recommended weapon, paired swords. Yeah, because a spear, katana, polearm. I don't get the firearm yet. It's probably a later weapon. Odachi. Oh, I should have chosen one of the Odachi. I love Odachi and Neo. The Odachi is generally a gigantic sword. Advancing attack, charge attack. Oh, so it does have a Neo. Okay. And the only reason now I'm focused on Neo is because this is the exact same thing. So what you do is you can switch weapons, and then you have a heavy attack, giant attack. It already feels similar to how it's handling. The auto lock-on's a little weird. Because when I attacked it automatically locked on. I'm not used to that. Hell! Yeah. A little bit more lighter. Like, this guy's stronger, and it might just be the fact that it's a wooden weapon. But it's lighter than I remember it being. Ha! What's triangle do? Oh, triangle's a wave weapon. Uses a lot of freaking stamina. Look at that. So yeah, I can switch on the fly. The bottom, I'm assuming, if I'm going based off of Koei-Tecmo Neo Standard, the bottom is going to be a ranged. It's going to be ranged. I can switch between two ranged. Yes, I am. Nope. I'm happy with these two. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Let's stick with dexterity. Yes. Yes, I'm sticking with dexterity. And then I'm going to want my secondary to not be the Odachi, especially if I'm... Yeah, no, I will. I will. That's going to be my long reaching. That's my short reaching. You know what? Yes, I'm fine with this. Why? Yes. Oh, I selected... okay, I see. For some reason, I thought continue on ahead was a different option. I don't know. I'm tired, man. I'm out of it. Sheath and unsheath. Ooh, neat. That's a little bit fanciful, not necessary, but there. Eh. Yeah, the auto lock is... I'm going to have to turn that off. Not a fan. I like it when I can choose not to knock. Yeah. Let that stamina come back. I guess you can call something like this a Souls-like. I would more think of it as just a Koei-Tecmo like there's a specific way this handles medicinal pills. Oh, see, this is almost exactly like a refurbished thing of Neo. I'm gonna put up on the screen a little bit of gameplay, like right here, right next to this, of Neo, and you can see exactly that. It looks the exact same, which is honestly, it's surprising, but I'm also kind of pleasantly happy. The sneaking around, that's new. I'm a little bit pleasantly happy just because of how much I like that game and how much I beat both of them. Get out of my way. My weapons are going to break, though, which is a little disappointing. I do not want my weapons to break. Oh, no. No, you told me I sheath and unsheath with R2. Oh, no, it's R1. Oh, it is. Oh, wait, what is that thing in the bottom right with the ability? Martial skill? I was just about to test that. Oh, right, I was disabling the auto counter. Or the auto lock on. I'm assuming that's the block. Oh, holy moly. Critical hit. I didn't even mean to do that.
This way.
It's awesome. I'm beating these tutorials just by being me. Because I'm cool like that. I'm going to check real quick if I can disable the auto lock. There we go. Yep, there was an automatic locking on. Which is interesting in the very least, because that's very rare to be in a game. Maybe I'm just in the odd one out, but I haven't really known many games to have an auto lock on. And I'm not talking about when you automatically lock on when you just start attacking something. That kind of makes sense, but in this sense, it's like, so you attack something, it automatically locks on, but the second you look at something else, typically, in most games, the lock-on will immediately change. Or, the second you try looking away, the lock-on will break. Therefore, the only time that automatic lock-on is there, it makes it not a hindrance, because it's so finicky and so fragile that if you even touch the right stick, it's most likely going to be broken. In this case, I was actively trying to look away. And I can try again. But I was actively trying to break that lock on. And maybe this was one of the instances where if you lock on, you have to switch between lock-ons. But in those cases, I've never played a game where the auto lock-on is in the game and then you can switch between them. It's usually just the auto lock-on if you can gently like pull it off. So watch, I'm gonna lock on and I'm gonna try turning away. Counter spark. Ooh, neat. Okay, I cannot turn away. I was right. I wasn't crazy. Stop. No. I'm doing it. Okay, watch. Well, I said to watch, so I didn't let you down. I did let you down. Hiya. Nope. Maybe it has to be like right when it connects. Try again, try again, try again, please. Nope. It has to be right before it hits me. So not like... Ooh, that's even trickier. It's like a second after you think it's going to happen. And I hate those parries. Because I feel like the parry should be when they're moving, like right about to attack. That makes sense. Not right before they would hit me. That's beyond normal reaction speed. And I guess that makes sense in the sense of a more mythical-esque attack style. I can deflect the repetitive attacks. Counter spark. Okay. Enemy combo. Oh, I can do it while blocking it as the same thing. I don't know why it didn't work. Ah! No. Lady, you need to back off and... I don't... Oh. Okay. I have to do it without blocking. I'm just kind of mashing it. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I did it. Ah! Let me fight the way I want to fight. Don't force these mechanics on me. Not even Neo did that. This game's like forcing mechanics on me. Lock-ons that you can't break by looking away. And it's automatically turned on stuff. This is kind of silly. Yeah. Oh, how does that feel? Critical hit. I don't know what you're doing. Kind of sucking. Sucking and sucking. I'm gonna aid you.
You've improved.
Improved.
Yes, you did well.
Thank y'all.
Next, you will fight me.
What? That was a part of the deal. I'm calling shenanigans. There's the Odachi moves I know. Cool. See that? That was awesome. I didn't even mean to do that. I kind of just panicked. Oh, that's kind of why I wanted to do power, just because like the Odachi is so freaking sick.
Show me how well you've been.
Oh, I didn't even notice her health's at the top. I was just focusing on it on her actual thing. Wait, I can switch twin units? Oh, see, that would make it even better if I could have them as different blood veils or whatever it was. Can I equip them with different weapons? Or do we have to be coordinated with weapons?
Oh, it looks like you're getting somewhere.
Oh no. Yes, we can equip different weapons. That's actually really helpful.
Working together is the only path.
Wait, what's the bar if that's not... What's that bar on if that's not like durability with the weapon? The one that's below my swords. That's my question. Switch! Hey, yep. I forgot I could hold the attack button. Yeah. Come on, hit me. Oh, right, holding it makes me jump back. Oh, the switch up. That's sick. I didn't even consider that before, where it's like one's behind him. That's such a great attack strategy. I kind of love that.
That's enough training for now.
Oh, I wonder if I'll be able to like set them in certain places for assassination
I'm
missions or
assigning
something and
you
switch
a
between them.
new mission.
That's such a cool
The
mechanic.
black ships from
Not gonna
America
lie.
are anchored off the coast at
I can't even be
Yokohama.
critical about that mechanic.
Sneak aboard and
At least
steal
for
the
now.
secret message in Commodore Perry's possession.
I can't be
And
critical
if
of
the
it for now just
opportunity
because of how
arises,
cool they made
kill
it
Perry.
when you start getting in the groove.
Understood?
I understand. Oh, I actually have to... What secret message?
You dare question your master? Well, if you insist. The
Well, I didn't
Shogunate
insist. I
has
just
made
asked.
a deal with the Americans.
Oh,
That
really?
is reason enough for us to strike.
Sick.
This is the day our clan has long prepared for. When we finally go to war with the Tokugawa.
Oh,
This is an order. Failure is not an option.
okay. Okay,
Are
that's
you
how
ready
it
to
be.
head for the black ships?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we'll go a little bit further.
Good. I
New
know you
Year's
are not
privilege.
there.
Yeah.
Now move.
New Year's fun. Not gonna lie, I was really hoping I would get this out for New Year's Eve. But just, when I say there is a lot going on, it's not even an exaggeration. It's the kind of one of the reason I'm kind of tired right now. It's covering shifts, just normal, going out getting food, passing out, feeling weary, all that stuff. It's the normal life, kind of feels. You know what I mean? Like just jamming through it all.
We can't risk causing a commotion. We must strike together.
I'm assuming that's the lookout, but you are so out in the middle of the ocean, I'm surprised lookout can't see you. Typically, there's not a lookout when people do this. Okay, I'm going to select me. There is... Okay, this is kind of ticking me off a bit. They are this exact same blood whatever. There's no reason, other than gender, to specifically target one. Unless it's later in the game, and I have customized, what's it, like presets and stuff for each one. So, for example, he can be the healer. You can have, let's say he has talismans. I'm going to base this off, Neo, like, game stuff. So if he has talismans that heal, she can have talismans that hurt. And therefore, one can heal both of us, and one can, like, add defense and stuff. That's fine. But at the very start, I don't care about choosing. Stop trying to act like we're already later in the game. For now, just chill. I don't know. It's just getting on my nerves. Because I hate games when they're, like, jumping ahead of themselves, trying to be like, oh, you need to focus on everything like you're playing the game normal, instead of later on, even Ninja Gaiden, like, they paced you. That's it. That's what I'm thinking. The pacing is a little bit kind of like, we're jumping into it as if we're still in the middle of the game with some of the mechanics, including choose your person. This is me going back to being overly critical. Okay, so I have combat styles, Momoryu. When can I access the pre-order stuff that involves Ninja Gaiden? That I know I shouldn't be complaining, because it was a miracle that a pre-owned copy was able to use it in the first place, but it's Ryu Hayabusa stuff, and that's Ninja Gaiden. You don't know how much I love Ninja Gaiden. I grew up with that. That's why I'm gonna that and Neo. That's why I keep mentioning them. I don't mention when I mention things. I don't mention them just because I want to keep mentioning them and be like, oh, it's so cool, or comparisons or whatever. I mention things because of how much I love each. Yeah, I get it. But you had an auto lock on me that I had to disable. Yeah, so you can switch between them, but you can't, like, drag it off. You still should be able to drag it off if there's an auto lock. That's what I'm saying. It's, specifically, if there's an auto lock. You approach the enemy without being noticed, and then triangle. Yeah. Got him.
Don't forget this.
Got him. Plus, maybe something that's rubbing me the wrong way is the twin mechanic is more of a mechanic that would be fun later on, and let me play solo for a bit, get used to the solo fighting mechanics, and not to the jump back and forth immediately. Let me fight solo for a bit, and then be like, oh, hey, here's your twin. You have another ability. You can switch between each of them, and they have unique stuff each. That's how you would do it perfect. And that's how my over expectation would be. That's how I would want it perfectly in an ideal world. What was that? Oh, no you don't. Oh yeah. There's your finisher. Oh, so they... Okay, so yes, they do each individually have health bars, which definitely makes a difference. I wasn't sure if we were individual with health bars or not. Okay, can you not? Ow. That's gonna be a problem. Raise the banner. I'm surprised there's a banner already. I guess they are taking it a little bit more easy on me than I thought. Oops. Sorry. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie toodles. Oopsie oopsie. Okay, let's just go. Let's go. Let's go. There's a ladder, that's why. And then I'm probably gonna get my butt wrecked the second we step down that ladder. Let's look around. If we can find some extra stuff. Nope. Time for butt wrecking. Time for the big Taco Bell. Come here. Make me a gape. Ooh. Ooh. I forgot I can crouch. Yeah. I'm already learning stuff before you're teaching me. Because I'm using common friggin' sense. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh. Ooh, that dude almost spotted me. Dun 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 dun. And see, this only enforces the fact that I wish I could have done this alone to start, because this guy, when I'm trying to practice being sneaky, just jostling behind me, is really freaking distracting. I'm trying to focus on getting used to this mechanic. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's a reason. So let me give a really good example. Arkham games, Arkham City. I think even Arkham Knight did this. When you fight with like Nightwing, and you get to play as Nightwing in some instances, but it's like you're fighting as with Nightwing in the Penguin Lounge. You're switching between them. I forgot if this is City or Night, but you can switch between Nightwing and Batman during the fight. But it's not just that. It's also you're teaming up with them to, like, if you do an execution or whatever it's called, the takedown. You can do the takedown, and he jumps over you and does it, and I don't know. Basically, a takedown does auto switch you. You can't manually switch, but even if you could, this mechanic is way later on, and I think it's actually a side quest. You don't even have to do it. You don't have to play this Nightwing side quest. So it's so later on that you're already used to. Ooh. Deflecting any gunfire at the whole time. Ooh. You don't even have to, like, try to get used to your own, fighting style before. Because it's not like they're making you switch with Nightwing from the very start. Yeah! You've already fought throughout the whole game as friggin' Batman. You fought through the whole game as Batman. And now you're switching with the Nightwing, so you don't have to worry about being used to it. I don't know, man. I'm slowly losing all my cognition. I'm already to that point. Okay, well, I got my rifle, and I was right about it being ranged and something you'd switch between.
Is there another way?
Oh. Interessante. Medicinal pill. Medicinal pill. Well, I wish there was. Oh, it looks like there appears to be. We can go down below deck. If they don't see me. We'll go down below deck. We'll sneak around. Because if we go this way... Go, 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 go. I do like the stealth so far. This is one of the reasons why I wished we could play it individual people. Because I'm liking how they're handling it compared to Neo, especially. But the whole dual mechanics, what's throwing me off. Again, doesn't mean it's not fun. Doesn't mean I don't even like the dual mechanic. It's just, it feels like something that's unique. Something that's been thrown at me that I've never experienced before. Okay. Hold R2 is being displayed. Okay. Ah! Throw it at him! Yeah! And I guess something being so unique is also can be a reason for it to be so jarring. Steady! Oh, no! Ooh, I'm gonna help you. I got you. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna take all these guys down by myself first. Ow. Oh, did I hurt your little sword hand? I'm gonna make you a cannoli. Make you feel a little better. Give you little hand kisses. And then I'm gonna chop off your legs. Oh. Yeah. You totally did things right there. No match for the Veiled Edge. 100%. Here's something I want to test. So if I go all the way back to this little banner over here, am I gonna heal? And or am I, if I go to a banner, am I going to heal? And or is it going to respawn the enemies? I am curious. Like, is it, because in Neo they did like a Dark Souls-esque thing where if you rest, it respawns the yokai. It was literally like a Dark Souls, Bloodborne, whatever kind of thing. I would say more Bloodborne because it was definitely more fast-paced. It was like a Bloodborne with yokai kind of thing, and this feels more samurai. I will admit it does definitely feels more samurai than yokai. But it's yeah, it's something. Open the chest. It's a mimic. It eats me whole. I got a saber. I got a new weapon. I don't want to use a saber. She can use a saber. Let's have her use a saber. Yeah. Let's have her use different weapons than him. I don't care if we have the same potatoes. Oh, rifle bullet. Neat. I don't care if we have the same blood thing. She's gonna have different equipment. See, this is what I mean. I don't care about choosing at the very start because I wasn't able to have other equipment until now. Wasn't able to have this saber where she's dancing like she's Raphael from Soul Calibur. Switch. Hum num. Switch. Hum num. Okay, we're good. Da, 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 da. Well, it's not. Oh, I shouldn't have wasted the medicine. I wasn't able to test my theory. Let's go test my theory now. Now that I've wasted my medicine. Well, I guess we might run across a banner sooner than later if they're still being generous with banners. No. No. How would you not look at me? He didn't even come over to investigate. He's like, what, was something there? I straight up saw a dude. Nah. There wasn't a dude. I was just going nutsos. Boosh. Did his head fall on the ground? Ugh. His head. 100% fell on the ground. It needs to get ahead of the game. What now? This way? Oh, my head. Oh, I don't have my head. Cry about it. Where's that banner? Hi. Shut up. I do like how they're doing the proper thing and assassinating with their small blade instead of just stabbing their Odachi through him or whatever. Stabbing with the small blade is typically what people do when they're assassinating. I can't remember exactly what the small blade is for in a samurai set. I need to relook that up. I have looked this up before. This is information I've been familiar with. Can I remember? No. I got 2 healing elixirs and a medicinal pill. I assume... Ooh, I keep forgetting that's not roll. I assume a healing elixir is stronger than a simple little pill. Okay, that dude got assassinated. Ooh, this is the manner of truth. Okay, banner. It healed me. At least igniting it healed me. I don't know about coming back and touching it. That's something new. This dude stays dead. So, yeah. I don't have to worry about... Oh, no. Hi. I assume this was the original way we were avoiding before. This is 100% the way we were avoiding before. But now we have the advantage because we have stairs. Ah! You threw that at me. That's really rude. You do not throw that at people. So if I hold a direction, does that... Yeah, holding a certain direction actually does make a difference on how I attack. Because I noticed when I pressed forward and held attack, it did like a jab up. Switch. Ah, they're both targeting me. Ah. I wasn't close enough for that to like connect with the thing. Ooh, eat the medicine. Come at me. Oh, that was a little bit stressful. The attacking mechanics really did throw me off guard. So I kind of wasted that entire trip. I could have just slaughtered them all at the very top. But you know, I probably would have gone and explored as well. So making sure to clear them all out's my goal. So why not? If I initiated a battle below deck and they didn't hear me and they didn't come rushing down, I would be a little surprised. So here's the moment of faith. Touch the banner. I did heal. I healed all the way. And are my friends back? Oh, yes. Yes, they're all back. They're all back. Let's go touch that banner. Let's go touch that banner. Touching the banner. Because if you touch a banner, it respawns them. But it also negates all of their notoriety of you. Because if it respawns them, why would the notoriety come back? I presume the dude in this room, though, is not going to be respawned. He is. Interesting. Maybe he wasn't respawned last time because I just like hired it. If I make it go higher, it doesn't respawn people because I'm just summoning the flag. Because that would be a little bit abusive, starting the flag and everyone immediately respawning just because I wanted to activate a spawn point. I haven't played much Dark Souls, not Soul Calibur, Dark Souls. So if lighting the fire heals you and sets a spawn point, but it does not spawn enemies, I am curious to know. Because at least in like Bloodborne or something, if you use the save thing, it automatically puts you in that state that respawns them all. As far as I remember. And same with Neo. What? Are they above me? They are above me. Open sesame. Blackened silver saber. Here's my saber. Silver saber. Interesting. I'm gonna keep the silver saber equipped for now, since I have one weapon, he has a different one. And I want her to have two completely different weapons. I want her to be a completely different person. If I could upgrade them differently too, that would be ideal. And I really hope, if that is the case, that I can upgrade them differently, then this game is a lot better than people are saying, just for those mechanics. Matthew Perry. His name is Matthew Perry. Is his nickname Chandler? I have questions. You think gun works great against the blade, but not if I can deflect them. Because I have infinite gun. Correction, I have infinite blade, but you do not have infinite gun. You've netted a whale? Wow, call me fat. Enemy martial skills. Perfectly timed counter spark delay. Question, because cannot be blocked by guarding. But I can just, like, avoid it. How did you slash... Oh, yeah, it's just gunpowder. I was going to say, how did you slash through gunpowder? Ow. That kind of explains itself, slashing through gunpowder. It's not going to explode if you just slash through gunpowder, which is something I like, because I guess it does kind of ignite a spark. I guess it does kind of ignite a spark if you, get him. If you slash at something with the sword at gunpowder, but at the same time, it shouldn't really activate an explosion, if you really think about it. Get her. Yes, switch. Ow. You think she's the only deadly one? Think again. Recover your stamina, please. And switch. See, he still gets hurt. That's something I like, because it's like, yeah, you're switching to defend them, but still stuff can still happen. Oh, no. Oh, no. If I can run away. Up. Yes. Corner him. I know Honor's huge, but corner him. I don't think we're counting Honor in a battle where I'm throwing TNT at them. Oh, I got it. I've kind of gotten the groove of that kind of stuff, but at the same time, I don't. See? Okay, wait. I know, I'm taking some medicine. Oh, ow. Oh no! I completely timed that wrong. This is getting a little stressful because one of the significant things of their games is when you get further into a battle, if you notice how his armor is like barely going down, their armor goes down at a lesser rate, and so does their health. It's always been the case. Ow. Hey. That counterattack is not working so well. I think it only works against people who really rush. Time to finish him off. What? Yeah, but... What? I have to go immediately up against him? Am I supposed to not win? Because this seems like a lot. Hey, I hit the button to counter also. It don't work. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to focus. I don't think I'm gonna win this. I tried, man. I don't think I'm supposed to win this. I think this is one of those fights where you have to try really hard, and then you're supposed to lose. I mean, well, I guess we'll find out, because it'll tell me if I have to redo this. Yep. Choreographed to lose. Makes me feel a little better about losing, though. If I replayed this, it'd be like Devil May Cry, where I just keep trying to win. I've done it before with Devil May Cry 5. I was able to win in that original battle. Oh, lose. Wait, what? You had me do this entire intro. I'm gonna be the girl. Yeah. You had me do this entire intro where the main mechanic was switching between them. Where the main mechanic was back and forth, learning how to handle them, having two multiple classes you could deal with, and all of a sudden, you're saying, no, you're going on your own.
Truly a pitiful sight.
The fact that I have a button prompt I can press to switch between them means that they will come back. But you taught me something, a specific way to fight, and forced me to fight that way in the tutorial.
That was the only trace.
Well, not fight that way. You forced me to fight by myself in the tutorial with like forcing me to fight with certain counters. But then you forced me to fight that way getting onto the boat. And then you rip it away. I wish I could have just played not the tutorial alone, but that boat alone. And then have her with me once I played the boat alone. Because then I would have been used to being alone fighting. And then I could have gotten used to two fighting. And then you rip that mechanic away saying, hey, here's a tease of a mechanic to come. Not being like, oh, hey, the mechanic you're going to start with, essentially. And I'm not counting the tutorial because the tutorial basically forced me to try to learn stuff that I don't really care about. Is this counter thing is probably going to be very important and very essential that I learn it. But at the same time, I'm not going to care about it as much as they think I will. I'm probably going to dodge more. And that's why I chose dexterity. I don't know. I'm just getting heated about something stupid. It's just I'm going to get heated about it because of how much it's just ooh, it's rubbing me the wrong way. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, no, no. Item? What's my other item? Healing elixir. I'm gonna put it as my right. Okay, inventory. Hold key, Perry's report, details. Describes a method of hunting a monstrous whale. On closer inspection reveals Perry's attended covert meetings with the upper echelons of the shogunate with the aim of opening Japan's borders. A goal numerous parties have been working on towards many. Oh yeah. Early days of Japan, they closed off their borders to like America and stuff like that. They weren't perfect with how they handled things, but they were in fact cruel in some ways. But America was as well, its own sense. I'm just gonna clear out all this junk. Photo mode. Interesting. Can I have my thing now? I guess let's get into a place where it's gonna be more open and what's it called? Free roam before I expect anything. Hey-ya! Didn't think I could do that, huh? All I had to do was go around. Oh. Ooh. So you just tap L2 to throw it? I can't aim it or anything? I am trying to find more ways to complain. Bring it on. You give me a mechanic, and I'm gonna complain about it. Come on, fight me on it. Huh? You want to fight about it? You give me shurikens, you tell me to throw it. Hey, why can't I throw it the way I want to throw it, huh? Watch. L2? No, lame. I should have been able to aim it. I know, in all seriousness, I do kind of wish I could aim it. Oh. But, gotta work with what you got. Ow. Ooh. Blade flash. Right after an attack. Oh, it's exactly like the flash from Neo. Except, so in Neo there's a key pulse you can do. Where the key pulse essentially allows you to recover your key and stamina. And this is kind of similar. But the key pulse occurs after any instance of using stamina, including assassinations. It pretty much any action you do, even jumping and certain like rolling actions, not all of them, but like certain rolling actions, they would have you, the key pulse interaction can appear. It's kind of funny how you can just activate it no matter what and immediately just kind of replenish the key that you used. You still gotta time it and stuff like that. And if you use the key pulse in like certain areas, it's supposed to dispel yokai. I'm sorry. I'm getting all up now. I've gotten into the place where I said I wouldn't, where I'm getting all gushy about another game. We're focusing on this game. That's the whole point of this. The whole point of this is to focus on how this game compares to itself. How this game handles. I don't have a gun, do I? I do! And bang. Sorry, pupper, but I had to put you down. A shuriken doesn't do as much damage as the rifle. BT dubs. Oh, I can charge the attack. Interesting. Oh no, I thought he was attacking. Oh no, you don't. Oh, dismemberment. I do like that. It's cute. Cute in the sense of it's nice that they added it. I always like when they add dismemberment to things. They did have a yokai dismemberment in Neo, but Ninja Gaiden. Oh, Ninja Gaiden. That's where the dismemberment was. Even 3, Razor's Edge, my least liked Ninja Gaiden, which oh my god, was so difficult to handle. Oh, no. Even Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge was, Had some great dismemberment. Come on. Let me do things. Yep, there it is. There is the little thing I was trying to aim for. There's no visual... no! I've been doomed! I was overwhelmed with trying to do the little flashy flash. Resume. Do I have to go get my things? Is this another Souls-like? It feels like it. Especially with the banner and all that junk and stuff respawning. This is definitely feeling like a Souls-like. Oh no, there's 3 of them coming out. I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think it was happening. Undo it, undo it. I need to go get my whatever's, my monies. No, no, it's not like that. Okay, I don't have to go collect my. Oh no, my doomed stuff. I thought I would. Did I not lose any money or whatever? Is this way more forgiving? That would be interesting if it is. Ah, stop. That's not forgiving. I don't like that. Use the Odachi, please. Thanks. Pretty please, thank you. And somebody attack. Oh my gosh, I was waiting for the attack the whole time. The fact that there's not stun the whole time is a little bit off-putting. Because, like, yeah, that deflecting stuns a whole group, but... But, like, yeah, he, like, powers through that. Oh, my lord. No, 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 no. Don't do that, please. Come on, come at me, come at me, come at me! That was not the prettiest picture. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Come on. I just want to face one of you. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I could deflect the, that thing. That was way too late. Come here! Coming after you, friend. I get like there's directional things that we've already discussed, but it doesn't feel directional some of the time. I'm gonna sneak up on this dude. Oh, hi. Where's your friend that's like hiding behind the wall? I would like to meet him. Does my... It feels like the fire thing on my weapon means it's stronger for some reason. I'm using it at what seems like the correct time. I'm really trying to time that. I'm trying to time that best I can. Go down. Why can this dude just... Did he live because he gave me things? Isn't he like my mortal enemy right now? He's a ninja that's trying to actively moita me. Oh, I forgot the red is... Oh. And here I said at the start of the game that... Yeah, whatever. That I wouldn't need the counter as much. I would just dodge. Which I could have been that whole time. I was just really, really focused on trying to counter. I really want to get used to that countering mechanic. I really do. No, no, no. Let's get to the next banner before we're done for now. Like, I want to focus on getting to that next banner. It doesn't seem like I'm really earning any EXP or anything. Like, from all these kills. It just kind of seems... I don't know. Like, there's no show that I'm collecting mana or, like, little Dark Souls-esque stuff from deleting them. So maybe I don't actually have to assassinate them. Which is kind of new, but that would explain why it's so forgiving. Why you don't have to go all the way back to go run back and get your money or souls or whatever it is. That could change, but I mean, I guess we'll see. That would explain a lot. If you don't have to assassinate anyone. Oh, raise the banner. And I get my items replenished. Sick! Touch the banner. Touch the banner. Touch the banner. Get the grace. Yeah, I'm checking everything, and it doesn't seem like there's anything that, like there's any type of currency besides money, of course. But it doesn't even say my money on the screen. So if I perish, money doesn't get taken. Like, there's not really any consequence, if that makes sense. I don't think. Wait, what's happening? I wasn't paying attention. I got a notification on my desktop and I got so distracted. Ooh. Don't need my help, my butt. Ah. Ow, what the? If you were in the middle of attacking, it is like a 1 in 3 chance you're gonna be able to friggin' break your combo and get that. Sometimes it lets me, sometimes it doesn't. Spookadoodles. Yeah, the Odachi's really working. The power is really working well. I'm not gonna change, of course. If I could, I still wouldn't. I'm gonna stick with dexterity. But that Odachi, it's always my favorite for that reason. It breaks easy. Breaks their guard easy. Is she blind? Is that the whole trope, like blind master? Nah.
Have you forgotten the code?
So yeah, my twin blade person is still alive. I knew it. That's why that mechanic was so ingrained at the start. And they're like, oh, you lost the mechanic, you have to get it back. But like, if the tutorial was at least more free-flowing as most tutorials, even the Neo tutorial was, and it didn't try to like force such an exact thing, like if I can skip it, then I would have, kind of thing. I probably would have handled the a lot differently. I didn't even know I could grab people with that. So now I go for the quick. I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying to do your little deflect this whole time because it's not. The problem is that yes, I could block, but a huge part of breaking their guard seems to be using this deflect. And I don't care about it. Ooh. No, I did it.
Worthy of the veiled edge.
What? Did I win right after I lost? Oh, you suck. How are you, my freaking dingus? I lost literally right as I died. That's great. So I don't think it wants me to kill my master. I can't counter for the life of me. It's so depressing. I'm just kind of sad now. It's gotten to the point where there's anger and then there's Can you not? Where my anger is turned into acceptance. Maybe I'm just not good with the saber. Okay. Master, fight me now.
Members of the clan are marked for death.
Oh, I'm getting my butt beat.
This isn't over.
Okay, I know when to do this. It's like right, yeah. Right when she's doing that thing with the... the kunai keep getting me. I get the throw. Stop putting that in my face. My heart. I'm just saying, the countering, it's supposed to be like a flash right before they connect.
You always were so
But it's bothering me. At least with like something like Sifu, they perfected it. You're supposed to move like a leg or something right before it connects. And some other games are like a lot more, I'm going to say, a lot more forgiving with the window of counter. This game needs a more forgiving window counter. Maybe I just suck. Because obviously I've been able to do it perfectly fine in some attacks. But something feels off. Something feels off. That's all I'm saying. Something feels off. I'm not a perfect counter person. I know that. I'm very bad at it. Something feels off. You had a Blade Twin too?
To live with the pain of surviving. Go. Succeed where I have failed.
Okay. Lady. I didn't even know you had a Blade Twin. Like, you're like, oh, I must kill you for defying the clan, like doing clan stuff and then being glad you died. I get how this works culturally. I've seen a lot of stories like this, exactly like this, so it's like, this is nothing new to me. But I don't care that you're a Blade Twin right at this point. That's the part of the story I don't care. You just tried to bring it up out of nowhere like that had any relevance to why you were trying to kill me. You could say it was because of your feeling of like you didn't want me to suffer, go out into the world and suffer on my own, but you were going to kill me and I would have just been dead. And if you just kept it for like leaving the clan kind of thing, it's your responsibility to try to kill me, then that would have been fine. I don't know. I'm here for critiquing, and I'm critiquing. See, if you mentioned that with your own before, that would make sense. I mean, like, I had a Blade Twin before. They are tied together, so that's how I know all these things. That's fine.
Go, my child.
Trying to use something with your death, I don't care.
And die your own death.
Don't you preach to me now. You couldn't even defy the clan for me. Here's the open world. Yeah. Na 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 na, rising your Ronin. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick look and find out. Yokohama in 1858. That's the time period. Ooh, interesting. Wait, what's this? Real quick, collect. Oh my god, you collect materials. You can craft in this game. Oh, that's sick. This is gonna fulfill my OD ADHD. My OD. Yeah, I'm gonna see about those swords real quick. I'll get back to you on that. Alright, I'd like to take this time real quick before we get the DLC items to make a couple corrections that may alter your perception of wanting to play this game. First off, this isn't really a correction, this is more of an observation. You can collect cats. You find cats that they even show up on your top little mini-map thing up there, so they're not hard to find. And then you can also hear them, and you go pick them up. That's it. You collect cats. That is one of the greatest things. I love those in video games. Second, so this is an actual observation. You can get... Well, okay, this is still pretty awesome. You can get a horse, which is just magically summoned. when you do defeat enemies, you do get XP, and this little thing you can see at the top right where your banner goes up, and I think it's your karma, and basically it helps unlock more of the map. So you unlock more of these banners you can teleport to, you defeat more enemies, and you get XP, which helps you level up and all that such. The reason, and this is just theory, I think the reason they didn't let you earn XP before is, one, they didn't want you upgrading. However, that's still kind of annoying because I've known games that they still let you at least earn XP, or they at least don't let you see the upgrade menu before you can use it. If you cannot collect XP, don't let me see the upgrade menu. Don't let me see that I can collect all these chips if I can't even earn XP. That's why I drew all those assumptions. It was so confusing. Calming down. But yeah, so you can earn EXP, you can defeat enemies to earn allegiance with things, and this feels good. Like, I really don't have that big of a gripe with it. The biggest problems I've heard firsthand with this was a lot of the fighting mechanics and such. And yeah, the flash counter, as I was saying before, very precise, can get really annoying. But the whole mechanics of this is actually kind of fun. And right now, so where I'm going is I need to get to Yokohama, which is right here, bridge to Yokohama. If I can cross this, I'll be able to get to those DLC items. Oh, and you can interact with people and get like quests, of course, all that junk. And by the way, I didn't have to go through this. This is actually something I have to compliment the game on. I didn't have to go through this whole complicated talk to a horse, do a mission, learn how to ride the horse, all this stuff. I straight up just walked up to a horse, mounted the horse, and it gave me the horse flute and said, hey, you jumped on a horse. You found out you can ride horses. Oh, that's awesome. So I don't think the prior tutorial boxes were popping up just because I did an action. I think it was coincidental, and I was just learning how based on the environment, and it was just coincidentally showing me the exact tutorial box. I swear to you. But like in this case, I think you actually just had to do this on your own, and then stuff pops up. Like, and it's just, hey, you learned how to ride a horse, which is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, that's it. I just got this horse too. It just gave me the horse on the flute for simply riding it. Like, it just, you unlock chestnut horse. Sick. And I've gotten so many armor items and stuff just by defeating people on the road. I'm just saying, like, so I am. It may have seemed like I'm frustrated, but once you actually get into this free world, the open world and stuff, it's way more fun.
No one gets through here without
The way they were restricting you and withholding some stuff, it was only to their disadvantage. Okay, so that's not going to progress. They're doing the thing where it's like, this is additional dialogue. You don't have to click on it. This is the only one that's going to progress anything. So I'm just going to ask about money.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm asking if a bribe would work.
None other than Lord is in Yokohama, and security could not be tighter. Stop this nonsense, or I will cut you down.
I'm sorry. Where can I get hold of one?
I don't have a time to be associating with the likes of
It's a
you.
valid
Go
question.
ask around at the local village.
It's literally a valid question. It's your job. Oh yeah, I did a mission where I have to gather medicinal herbs, but I have to get into Yokohama. It's the whole point. So I'm just gonna abandon. I'm not gonna abandon the mission, but I guess I'm hoping another plus to this game will be that it just kind of tells me, hey, you collected all the medicinal ingredients, so you already completed this mission. I love it when they do that. I love it when you could just accidentally complete missions that you have in your backlog because you're just doing random stuff. That is so much fun. Okay, this is just a minor gripe. This is just a me thing. This is 100% a me thing. You could walk up to this ore and just collect it. I'm just ripping into it and collecting sulfur. Not even worrying about like getting a pickaxe or something. Just ripping into it. I think even Neo, you had to get like a pickaxe first or something like that, and then you could collect certain ores. I could be wrong, but there was something where it was too tough for you to break Unless you had a specific weapon. I could be thinking of another game. I'm probably thinking of another game. I cannot remember what that was for the life of me. Oh, yep. Defeat the enemies. And so, now that I know you can get EXP, it makes it more meaningful to attack them. But, like, in the previous part, when you weren't getting EXP, you were just going to start ignoring them. And that's what bothers me so much about it, that I would have started playing this game not actively attacking people or caring to attack enemies based on the introduction. Like, it's literally just purely based on that. I would have done that, which is not good. It's not good at all. Check. Animal fat. Hey, my guy. Yeah. And I just got by the way, I also just got more weapons from random passerbys. Like, I got more weapons. I didn't have to do any special quest to earn the right to unlock the skill tree or something. So, like, and I'm not blaming other games that do it. Ghost of Tsushima does it beautifully. Neo does it great, which is, again, I've mentioned this 100 times, another game in this same company and such like that. So I'm not ripping into it. I'm just saying, so many other games do it perfectly where you are supposed to unlock the skill tree. Well, Neo kind of does it. It's different. But does it so beautifully where you're supposed to unlock the skill tree. I already said that. But the biggest thing about this that I can say is what I really like about it. No matter the jank that it's having, no matter what complaints you have about it, there's a feeling of freedom that I like. You could say, oh, but it hurts the realism. And I'm just making up a complaint. But you could say, oh, it hurts the realism because of because it doesn't feel realistic to be able to have this type of freedom to just practically fly around doing whatever. But I don't want the realism with this game. The fact that I can kind of just jam is kind of what makes this fun. Yeah, see, like that. And it's not like all these like counters and stuff exist in real life. That's why it's something I really liked about Ghost of Tsushima. It took itself seriously, but at the same time didn't, if that makes sense. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my stamina. Oh, you can do it while blocking, by the way, so the best way to figure out how to get your timing down is think about when it's going to hit your block. But at the same time, doesn't make it any easier, I guess. At least it lets me block and do the counter, because honestly, the whole thing where it's like you either block or counter only works in certain situations, like the Demon Slayer game, for example, worked fine in that. But that's because that was a major core mechanic. In certain other games, it's like if I counter, I get that I'm leaving myself exposed, but that's worse than no forgiveness. Yes. If you play samurai game, I have to say this. If you play samurai games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know every single complaint I'm talking about, because they're not really complaints in a way. It's more, how do I phrase this? It's more criticisms, but still what I love about each and every single one of them. The freedom about this I love, but even like the preciseness of how the countering is making me love it. I basically, I'm telling you, I'm so addicted to this game. The second we're done with this playthrough, I'm going to be playing this further. There is no doubt that I will be continuing playing this, and I will enjoy the heck out of this. I might even 100% this. This isn't even like Gotham Knights, which, if you like Gotham Knights, I'm sorry, but it felt so tedious and it felt so annoying sometimes that Gotham Knights, it felt like a struggle to want to continue past the story, like doing all the little things all around. But this is a game that I feel like I'm going to have fun with going around and doing everything. And who are you?
I'm the head of this village. I thought we were done for when the bandits overran this place.
Oh.
But now, everyone else is back, thanks to you.
Yeah, no
We
problem.
are in proper shape to rebuild the village.
Ah.
I wish to repay you for saving our village. You will find all their loot stashed in the cave at the top of the hill.
Oh, really? Oh, it's just
If you're
sick.
heading that way, you might find a little something that could be handy. What do you say?
Yes. See, there's something. Here's something weird about the quest mechanics. There's always the like, I'll put it off till later, so it's like, I'm gonna see what it does. Some games, this is not
You will find a permit
Oh.
you need to get through the checkpoint there.
and this isn't this game. I'm saying in general, there are games where if you say I'll do it later, it'll put it in your like backlog, so it won't immediately target it. But then there's also others where if you say I'll get to it later, the person will keep the quest, and you have to go back to the person. So you have to talk to them again to acquire the quest, which is annoying because I could have just acquired you the quest in the first place and then just put you in my backlog manually. So saying the second option in the case of the second option being the I'll do it later actually lets you do it later and equips it to your mission list, that I prefer. The one where it keeps it with the other person, that's the one I don't. Where are you?
What do you know, right? Take your time.
Sundries? Oh, egg. Crafting material.
You look after yourself now.
I will not. I'm going to be the opposite of looking after myself. Are you walking away? Stable. I'm not stable. Oh, that's what I need to get through to the next place. Okay. If you want to see all this extra stuff, play this game on your own. But I'm gonna move on to the DLC, and I'm gonna do this stuff on my own real quick. All right, so to get to these DLC items, you have to get to the log house, which is not too far in. It's pretty far in, but it's not like extremely. But as you can see here, there's the Iga ninja set for like armor, which is the Ninja Gaiden stuff, and then those stances, which were the ones for Neo, Ninja Gaiden, and one other thing I didn't really recognize. So here are the weapons for the DLC. The weapons are just gonna be like the Iga Ninja's katana, and there should be a polearm, I think that's in the DLC, but it basically just focuses on Ninja Gaiden. There's no other games Ninja Gaiden. This is also just a rare one that I've unlocked, so I'm just locking it. And with the styles, these are the ones I mentioned previously, being Ninja Gaiden and Neo. You got the Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, Neo, which is self-explanatory, and Isekage Ryu, which I don't know if that's Ninja Gaiden because there's Ryu in it, or if that's a different game. But those are all katana ones. There should be another... Oh yeah, there it is. Pole Arm, Hayabusa Ryu. That's the other Ninja Gaiden. But the polearm actual weapon, that's the one that's in a different DLC, which is also why it kind of blows my mind that the DLC for a pre-order bonus isn't available for purchase yet. But yeah. And here, this is where you can redesign, basically set something permanently over your armor. So whatever armor you have will still have its buffs, but it's clearly going to look like something else. Right now, I'm just kind of glazing through it because I've never seen this before in this style. Because with Neo, you have to pay for it, like with the in-game currency. But here, it's just free to do, I guess, with whatever you've collected. Okay, so I put on the full outfit. This is the Iga Ninja outfit. Mask, clothing, everything. It's gorgeous. On her, I don't know if this is the woman thing, but like the side tuft on her right leg makes it seem way poofier at the bottom. That I really wasn't expecting. Could also just be the poofy leggings. But I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. It kind of looks awkward. And, you know, I might be more comparing it in my mind to... I'm also looking at the kimono set they done. Still kind of glazing through everything. Checking it all out. But I might be used to the Ninja Gaiden, like the really tight-bodied outfit where he wears, like, tight leather. And even when other games do this armor, it's usually, like, a lot closer to the skin. And I assume this is the same as the males. Alrighty, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this showcase because I had a lot of fun making it, a lot of fun getting into this game. And if you not only enjoyed watching me play this, but you also want to see me play more, let me know in the comments below and subscribe so that you can be kept up along with stuff. I do expect to be getting back into my normal uploads since I had a little bit of a pause for the New Year's, which I've mentioned a million times. So, yeah. Have a great day.